Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about a preliminary study of an intelligent system facilitating selective notification attendance on smartphones by alert assistants. First, we are going to talk about what is selective notification attendance. In our daily life, whether we are using the phone or not, phone will generate alert to inform users that there have incoming notifications, but not every notification users got interested in. When users notice the alert generated by the phone, users may be able to tell from the alert, like this message probably from Messenger or it probably from Gmail. And what we mean selective attendance is people may choose based on what they speculate this notification may be about, and they decide whether they will attend or not. The number of notifications that users have to deal with daily have increased dramatically, leading to notification overload. People may be overwhelmed by the number of notifications. And one naive way is to block all of the notifications. However, it may cause additional stress because they may be afraid of missing important message and cause them check their phone more frequently, so it is not a good way. We think a better way might be let the user know better what those notification will be about, so they can selectively attend to the notification. Also, in our previous work, we know that this idea is feasible because users will speculate based on the original alert. But the challenge here is sometimes we need more information. For example, users may have no idea what is the notification about because they haven't received notification for a long time, or they may have too much possible source due to the loss of notification received recently. So our goal is to detect these hard-to-speculate moments and provide assistance, helping them select the attendance more effectively. To reach our goal, we use the collect data from our previous work to build a model, and use the model to develop an Android app called Notiware. This work contains 3 research questions. The first one is, does providing alert assistance and model predict moments help users speculate more correctly of incoming notifications? The second one is, does raising the participants' awareness of notifications make them read more or fewer beneficial or non-beneficial notifications? The last one is, when do users perceive Notiware to be helpful and not helpful, and why? First, we build models trying to predict when users will not sense or correctly speculate a notification. The feature we use for training contain string event, recent app, recent actions, and recent notification, and the performance will list on the right. In this work, we focus on speculation since our goal is to help them select the attendance. The reason why we predict sensing is users must sense a notification before they make a speculation on it. So in later section, we will just focus on the speculate. More detail, please refer to our paper. And more detail about the model will be presented on poster in Ubicomp this year. After building the model, we then develop a system combined with the model called Notiware. When it detects the user will not correctly speculate the notification, it will provide a speculate assistance. Users can choose 5 apps from their phone and assign alert to it. The ringtone and vibration were designed based on the guidelines provided by previous works. The speculating assistant will play an alert 10 seconds after the original notification alert. To evaluate Notiware, we need to know the user's speculation and attendance on notifications, and their perceived helpfulness. Also, we need to compare 2 conditions: assistant provide when user need help, and no assistant provide when user need help. So we need to know the speculation, attendance, perceived helpfulness with assistance. Also, the speculation, attendance, perceived helpfulness with no assistance. And this study will go through 4 phases, contain 30 participants. And participants were required to complete the first 2 stages before starting the ESM study to ensure that they were able to recognize the alerts they had customized. This was to reduce the possibility that they could not tell notifications apps simply because of their unfamiliarity with the alerts. After completing the first 2 stages, the participants will continue with ESM stage. In this stage, 2 kinds of ESM were delivered, depending on whether the alert assistant had been given. When no assistant was provided, the ESM will contain the question about their speculation and attendance on notifications. Also, the helpfulness of the decision to attend or not to attend. On the other hand, when an assistant was provided, the ESM will add additional questions about the speculation, attendance, and helpfulness after the assistance. And 26 of them participate in the post-study interview. And the first result is NotiWare improved speculation about apps. The figure shows the accuracy of participants' speculated notifications, and it is divided into two parts. The left part is NotiWare predict users need help. The blue bar means the situation NotiWare provided assistance. The orange bar means the situation NotiWare did not provide assistance. The right part is NotiWare predict users don't need any help. Let's first look at the situation where NotiWare think users do not need any help. The high accuracy means, in general, the users were good at speculating app, which also means our model was good at predict this moment. Then we look at the left part, which NotiWare predict users need help. When assistant provide, the accuracy was also high, but the accuracy got much lower when assistant was not provided, which means at this moment, NotiWare predict the users were speculating wrong. Giving assistant did help them speculate. The second result is NotiWare helped the participants give irrelevant notifications, but not help attend to more beneficial notifications. For those notifications the participant decide not to read, the result is shown on the right figure, which is the ratio of skipped notifications. The first one is notifications deemed unnecessary were more likely to go unread when assistance was given. And participants keep only half as many notifications that they subsequently deemed beneficial. But for those notifications participants attend to, NotiWare did not help the participant to attend to more beneficial notifications. Participants' feedback confirmed that many found notifications are important even when they correctly speculate their apps. As participant 30 comment, I was working on PowerPoint at the time, but I noticed this notification. I read the notification and found it was just a notification for joining a group, which was useless. For the discussion part, we are going to talk about NotiWare and users' awareness. We learned from the qualitative findings that the key to helping users identify the notification app is the ability to distinguish between similar alerts, not the spatial sound for each app. The spatial sound may disturb the participants. As participant 11 said, most of the time I stay in a public place like the lab. When it vibrates, it also vibrates other people's tables. Also, it can become more challenging for users to remember as the number of unique alerts rise. Future research can take efforts in raising notification awareness, such as how to better represent the meanings of notifications and take into account the user's social context when delivering notification. For the limitation, we are going to talk about opportune moment and content. For the qualitative data, we learned that NotiWare failed to consider whether the user was suitable to be interrupted. As participant 7 comment, I was discussing assignment and the phone was on the table. The app assistant came several times in a row and interrupt the discussion. We also learned that increased awareness enhanced the effectiveness of attendance only partially. We attribute this to the lack of awareness about the notification senders and content. So while enhancing awareness of notifications, it is also important to consider both interruptibility and notification content. In several instances, our participants were busy, yet appreciate the assistance provided by NotiWare because the notification was urgent in their prevailing context. Thus, to achieve successful selective attendance, we argue that the concept of a opportune moment should not be limited to interruptibility, but also include the relation between content and context. To conclude, we proved that it's feasible to detect how to speculate moments. Also, the additional alert help users speculate more correctly. We also know that speculate the app right doesn't mean there was interest in the content of the notification. So to achieve successful selective attendance, future work needs to consider both opportune moment and content. This is the end of the presentation. Thanks for listening.